Hey everyone, and welcome back to the review. So in this video, I have 8 new items I sold on eBay in the last 10 days about, from the 19th all the way up to 27th, where the last video was from the 17th. So I guess you could say from the 18th on. There's the first, so this is Call of Duty Ghosts. This is for the PlayStation 3. I picked up last month, I picked up a whole thing of PlayStation and PlayStation 2 video games. $10 for the PS3 stuff. Came with an untested console. I didn't have the power cord first, so I just sold it as untested for parts. So it's an untested controller because I didn't have a tested controller. And a bunch of games. The games obviously were the bulk of it. Were a good bit of it. And so was the console. But the games were pretty good scores. They were all like decent games to sell individually. There was like maybe a few stragglers that were iffy, but most of these games were actually pretty well-known, popular games. And not really stragglers that were sitting for most of them. For the PS, and there's a few PS. I have 2 stragglers, but you could bundle them with the console, which I did. And there's some PS3 stragglers in the big lot, but other than that, it's mostly pretty solid. And then I sold that for 7 shipped. I was going to California, but I still made a couple, like a $1.50 about that, I would say. Honestly, I can't remember. This, I picked up from my garage sale. I sold this and a rival crockpot. The crockpot was kind of shot because it's kind of nasty looking. But I did it on just the slow cooker insert liner. And like the insert little crockery piece, I don't know what you call it. And like the insert liner it's called, but not really a liner, but stormer liner, I guess, maybe, I don't know. Crockery liner, stormer liner, I don't know. But anyways, this ended up selling for $35.99 shipped. I think someone sold this at that price, that's why I priced it there. Ended up selling on eBay. And it took a while. It took like about 4 months to sell, but a nice little blip there to make about 15 to 20 bucks. 15 bucks, I would say. On that, like 15, 18 on that, so not too shabby. That's so 4 months. The first video game sold in a month, and this video game sold in a month. A little over a month. This is Cabela's Big Game Hunter 2012 for the PlayStation 3. This ended up selling for $11.95 shipped, and made about a $6 profit on this. This only cost about $4 to ship. It was about like a $6 profit, so not too shabby right there. These games are taking longer to sell, but they do sell. And this is another that I've had for a while on eBay. This is a test. It comes 5 horsepower engine crankcase. 33674B. I just put the model number in there, and then I usually find one that's sold recently, and I just price it at that price. Or if there's none really sold, but still kind of decently sold, I just put in Terapeak. And I priced at $42.99 shipped. I think I had this higher. Then there's some. When I checked, I think I lowered the cut down a little bit. I think I did, just to beat the other seller out. And it did end up selling for $37 shipped. To Louisiana, and so I made about a $20 profit on this. Probably, I'd say probably $18, I guess, around. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it did take a while to sell. It took. So it did take 6 months to sell though, but some parts take a while to sell, and some don't. It just depends. Like I've had parts that'll take literally a year to sell. like old Kopita parts have been selling from that parachute belt for a few bucks. And the person just wanted them gone. Probably some of them probably steal, but take them all though, even the good with the bad. In these, so some are good, some aren't. So some of the individual ones aren't so great, but take what you get. But still made a good bit on that. And yeah, so it's not too shabby. But that one was off a free, or was it a free part, or maybe it was a paid part. It was off like an engine, maybe I think I might have got just a couple of them. Maybe it was off that one, because it was like a summer engine. I was listed in like April. Maybe that's what it was. This I've had for over a year. This I had for 14 months on eBay. I remember picking this up from a garage sale last year. It was like in like August time. It was in like the end of like August, and the person at the garage sale, and I went to it, and they had one again. And I went to it, and I still found some good stuff at that sale. But this year one, but this is still some stragglers from that last year's sale. This is Kenny G. I'm in the mood for love. The most ranked melodies of all time. I had 3 CDs from it. Or is it 2? Maybe it was 3, I can't remember. I had Shania Twain Now. Kenny G. I'm in the mood for love. Or maybe I had another CD that I sold. I couldn't remember. Maybe it was Shania Twain Now. I can't remember. I really can't remember though. Oh, maybe it's one pick from Goodwill, from a Goodwill lot. I still have one left from Goodwill lot that I bought at Shop Goodwill lot. But most of it was pretty good, that one was. But most of the stuff I picked up was actually pretty good stuff. I picked up Lawn or Seal, I remember. And some video games were good flips. A couple hats that were older, but they were kind of worn down a little bit more. They were still good flips. They were still decent flips. And it was good flips, but this one just sat forever. 14 months. I don't know why. And I ended up putting on my 50% off sale for a while. And it finally ended up selling on that sale for $3.99 plus $3.49 shipping. It did have only top seal, wasn't sealed all the way through. It just had the top seal. But the other person did not complain about it. But, I mean, you could tell the top seal was never taken off. I mean, you could tell that. Even if it was, I mean, I don't think it was. It kind of looks like factory kind of placed on looking. It's like too good to be true. You know, if it was like open, a little bit. You know, looks, you know what I mean. But I still am making like $250 profit on it, so probably about a $2 profit, I'd say. So not too shabby on that. But it's still good. I mean, better than nothing. And it took over a year to sell. It took 14 months to sell. So now this is a book I picked up a couple months ago. This is Chevrolet, classic Chevrolet trucks. Illustrated 2009 hardcover. This sold for $5.29 shipped. Got it for free. Didn't really know what to do. Yeah, I mean, just figured I use as a feedback book, even though I probably lose a little bit on it, and I did. But just a feedback book, hopefully. And just drive traffic from my store. So, but it is, so I'm happy. You know, got rid of that. Even though I lost like 60, 70 cents on it. This is a video game I picked up from eBay. Not to flip on eBay intentionally, regularly. I picked up an Xbox 360 McCarty for $35 plus $35 shipping, with a bunch of games, a Kinect, and a headset, and a wireless controller for $70, which is a good deal. It's a pretty good deal for your, if you know, honestly, especially with all the games and that, and the Kinect, and everything combined into one. That's actually a sweet deal, pretty good deal. But, and then I picked this up on eBay within my buying account to keep it and get all the achievements in it and sell it. And that's exactly because I mentioned Achievement Hunter. And all Xbox 360 games. And I'll do Windows like 10 games. Like games in Windows 10 and 11 and ones I have from Windows 8 still. I can still play in Windows 10. Like Windows 11 now through the store, through the library. I'm playing them too. But anyways, anyway, I picked these up in a big lot of like a bunch of games for like, I want to say it was like with shipping and everything and tax. It's like about $20 and like 8 games. And this was the Man one. It came with this, I think it came with Man 16 2 Deluxe Edition. And this paid for the whole lot of games essentially. Well, not quite. I'm still in the negative on that game lot specifically. But it was a pretty good jump. This ended up selling for $17.99 shipped. Disc only. Because the case was a little cracked. Otherwise, I could have got a little bit more. If it didn't have that crack in there, I could probably got $20 split, $20 shipped, $19.99 shipped. But it is what it is, though. I'm not too mad about it. And I still end up getting like a $12 profit on this. Like 11. Yeah, probably $11 profit. About some. Not too shabby on that. And this is a Pittsburgh wrench lot. This is a Pittsburgh combo wrench lot of 6 SAE and metric at a 5/16, a 3/8, a 5/8, a 3/4, and then I have a 9mm and a 12mm in metric. And these ended up selling for $7 plus shipping, and these priced at $9.99. Because Pittsburgh, I believe, is a brand that's at a Harbor Freight brand, I think. I really don't know. I believe it is. And yeah, so they're not like the highest end, high of the high end, but they do sell. I sold like a big metric one, like a really huge metric one for like an offer. So I did sell one for, but this, I had this listed for over 2 months, and this really wasn't getting a lot of hits. And I ended up doing this where I was not going to sell Mercari anymore. I'm just going to give up not selling Mercari. I'm like, I was kind of bummed out Mercari, not selling Mercari very often. I only do a 50 a month through the Resell Kit Crosslister. For free, I don't want to pay anything to cross-list. And I just do it once a month on there. And I still get a few sales, so what the heck. And I got like 10 views on Mercari. And then it sold a couple days later, so I don't know if that helped or not. Must have. But anyways, ended up selling these for $7 plus shipping. And I made about $7 profit because they charge $10.60, but the eBay, this year it seems like the post office rates are going up a little bit for eBay for resellers. They're going up at the counter because they're actually not going up for them. They're not going up a whole lot for resellers. So they're making about $7 profit on this. And yeah. And only took a couple months. And I'm finally in the profit on the wrench lot. Picked up a huge bulk lot of wrenches for like 40 some bucks with fee and tax and everything. And then the screwdrivers actually did better on the screwdrivers, I think, for right away, because I had a whole bunch of ratcheting screwdriver I sold pretty quickly. A bunch of other screwdrivers that kind of sold quickly. And the wrenches have been just taking a little while to sell for some reason. I have no idea why. It's just kind of strange, but what is what is. But I did sell a SK9618-18-916 wrench, Commissioner Show Point. It came LA Steel Offset hinge 9/16. Instead of lineup, I just sold it separately. And then I saw a big Armstrong hinge on 10% discount for $22.50 shipped instead of $24.98. That's still a good flip. That's a good flip right there. Pretty good flip. I never heard of Armstrong wrench, but I looked it up and or either I looked it up and I saw that, or I saw that it was just a huge size. I'm like, a huge size is sell. No problem. And yeah, no problem selling. And it was a good name brand. And SK is a good name brand. Kmart, I was kind of surprised the Kmart sold really quickly, but honestly, but I mean, it's Kmart. People know Kmart, so I think maybe it's just a Kmart collector or someone that didn't care. So I was happy, yo. And SK5/16 set for $9.99 shipped. Sold for $9.25. 5/16 C-10 6-point. So that's pretty good for an SK tools. It's a main USA one. It's a Pittsburgh 20mm. And shows sold around Labor Day weekend. And I ended up selling it for shipping out for $14.49 free shipping. And I sold it, so I took an offer on that, I believe so. And maybe I think I countered. I think I either sent an offer or countered or something. I don't think I sold it for $14.49 full asking price. Did I though? Or did I though? I really don't remember though. I don't think I did though. Oh, maybe I did put up at that price. So, I did put up at that price, but that's right. I saw that Oxford 9/16 combination, 12-point. So I just lined up. I just listed separately for cheap, even though it wasn't a good high name brand or a very hot seller brand. It sold, so maybe I could have sold for a little more. Maybe about 99 plus shipping. Who knows? Or I just sold as like a 9/16 unbranded one brand. Who knows? But and because it had some sales, so this is a vintage Burklow open end wrench, 5/16 and 13/32 for $3.50 plus shipping. I had this for like $4.90 I think, and I took an offer on it. And then someone bought a 22mm Mastercraft wrench for me. I remember having that for $5.99, yeah. And someone took an offer of $3.95. I took an offer, so basically I combined shipping down to like the eBay discount, not in this $4.99, yeah. So I had it down to like the I don't. If someone wants combined shipping, I do not do the discount rate shipping. Like for example, my cost of shipping, say $6, but the post office rate would say be $9 if I shipped at the post office. I don't charge them the discount rate of say $6 my cost, or even just factor in say the fees on all that shipping. I'm in charge for you to refund all the fees on the shipping part. Say, and then say it's $7.50 after factoring in say the fees. Say factor in the fees on the shipping portion, and say it's $7.50. Let's just say. Well, I'm not gonna just refund $7.50 break even. I'm gonna refund only discount rate $9. Sometimes I have to refund less because if it's like the discount is let's say like again no discount on the retail rate. If I can buy, with the shipping I charged them originally, then I'll just refund into like the cheap end, which is like $9 at this point, and that's what I did. So, and the shipping was up, so they weren't too mad, but I did save a few bucks on that, but. And then I sold the Williams wrench for $9.99 shipped in like about a month. I sold a bunch, and then I sold a Pittsburgh wrench at finally in a couple months, so. Screwdriver. And screwdrivers? I really haven't been selling screwdrivers lately. I mean, I have had a couple of screwdrivers. vividly from that screwdriver. But I only have I think I only have one, couple left. Screwdrivers left. Like 2 screwdrivers left. I think I do. So it is what it is though. These sold for $4.99 plus shipping. The Flathead Forge 41853E, 41583E, and the Stanley Phillips for $2.99 plus shipping. And how many wrenches do I have left? Wrench for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I still have 24 wrenches, but I have 23 that are in that one lot. One was from a garage sale wrench. And I still have 4 screwdrivers, but 3 were from that screwdriver lot. Still I picked up a long time ago. In April of this year, April 28th. And this was listed April 28th. And this was listed April 28th. It's still Stanley, and I have 2 Craftsman. And I have the 2 mini pocket flatheads. And that part listed just kind of recently. Not from. I think this one. Probably about 3 weeks ago. So. But yeah, I mean. They've been listing some jigsaw puzzles my grandma gave me this selling line. I had a Thomas Kincaid Painter Light Windsor Manor 1000 piece for $1.99 plus shipping. Got a cigar in the Gallery Chief for $5.99 plus shipping. They go under Moonlight Unicorn 550 piece for $2.99 plus shipping. Oh, that kind of surprised me, but I'm happy to take it. These kind of surprised me, and I don't have a lot of sales on these. Like this one didn't have any sales. And that one didn't really. I mean, it had a few sales, but not really. This had a few sales, but not really hardly any variable, but there's still a series. Credit and push shipping. Square had a few sales, but not really. Winter Peak, but not really many recently eBay buyers priced at $29 plus shipping. A few was a little bit lower than the others, so I had it. For listed for 2 years, but had almost 27 months, or no, 23 months, maybe soon, in a couple weeks, but it's still a watchers. I knew mine would sell eventually, and can verify the piece. Did not verify the piece earlier too, so I knew that would sell eventually. This one has a couple sold new sealed for 19 for good prices. So I knew I'd get a pretty good price for mine by now. Used. There's none listed for this one. This lighthouse one. There's another house listed on eBay. One different lighthouse. No. Those had a few sold, so I knew mine would probably sell. And this masterpiece is current secret or longest jigsaw puzzle. I know they sell okay. Not the greatest, but they sell okay. And then Shark's Impressions pack. There's not many sold really, but I know I'll sell probably eventually. Might take a while to sell, but yeah. So that is what it is. So it sucks, I didn't take it.